Hello. Today I will be doing a flip through of my fairy journal. It's green and purple. I will explain the reason behind it when I start, but first I have to show you this thing. So usually my journals are like this. So the long stitch, but it's an open long stitch. And charms would get tangled in these and possibly even fray them enough to tear them, so I don't put any charms on it. But this time I decided to cover the spine, cover the stitching, and so I could indulge in some fairy charms. A little butterfly, then this is, I've had this in my stash forever, Inspire, then a little tree, because of course fairies live in a forest, a little lady bug for luck, some glass beads, some plastic beads, things from my stash. I love this one, it looks like it has tiny roses inside. Anyway, it's just some alcohol marker dyed ribbon and some embroidery floss, and I attached all this on it. But you can easily flip it up so it doesn't bother you when you're writing. The front cover is a little Victorian fairy lady, and because they are fairies, of course, I had to make everything glittery. I used the glitter button, and I'm hoping you can see I glittered up the butterfly fairy wings and also the outside of the frame. Closure is my usual ribbon closure with some glass beads, and I only had some light yellow ribbon, so I dyed this one with some alcohol markers. Let's start. So here we have a little flower just to cover up the button stitching. And yeah, I made this for the Fairy World Junk Journal swap. The sign up is until March 14th. I will leave the information below. I didn't think I would participate because I didn't think I would have enough material to make a junk journal with fairies. But I went shopping for a little surprise for a friend recently at Ryer, and they had a huge assortment of fairy themed papers, all in purple and green. And I said, sure, why not? I immediately bought them, signed up for the swap, so this will, I'm hoping my swap partner likes green and purple, but yeah. Okay, this thing is from one of those magnets. I just removed the plastic part because it was too bulky and just kept the wings. A little stamp. So there are too many papers to list all in the bottom bar, so I will have a link to my blog where they will all be listed. But aren't they adorable? I mean, seriously. I went for green and purple because that's what the fairy papers looked like. But then I also went for some vintage botanicals and the lined paper, so this thing and also this one. And this one. This is from Daphne's Diary Notebooks. You get 3 of them in different sizes for €6.95, and they are the most adorable and, you know, practical because they are all lined papers. I'm sorry, I'm sure my hands are covering up everything. Okay, a little bread with a vintage flower, another tiny little notebook with some coffee dyed papers. I made lots of tuck spots. Okay, this was from a greeting card. I just went to post a package and found this, and of course thought it would be perfect to include it. And I went with a lot of ribbons this time, so as tabs and as just added embellishments. The idea for the upper ones is of course from Nick the Booksmith yet again. She makes the most beautiful journals. This is just a Project Life card I turned into a tuck spot. Then here we have another one of the fairy papers. I made a cutout out of that. Little pocket in there. This is one of my tea-dyed papers. I tried coffee and tea, and coffee honestly worked better. This is another one from Daphne's Diary paper box. Then this is Botanical Notes. Oops. Okay. Also Daphne's Diary notebooks. I just thought fairies lived in a forest or a meadow somewhere with lots of foliage, and I also wanted to make it look a little bit, you know, old and the paper a little more distressed. So here we have another one of those butterfly magnets. You can get about 20 of them for €1 at eBay. It's wall decoration, I think, but I just use them in projects like these. So here we have an actual fairy wearing a thong. So yeah, there you go. Just move this up here so I can flip through it. I use these notebook papers just as writing papers for my letters and so on. And here, even more butterflies. A little tuck spot up here. This is just a Project Life card. Another Project Life card. Even more fairies. Okay. I don't know, I just thought it went well together. Like a happy little accident that everything was purple and green, and then I just added a little bit of pink for the flowers. I love hydrangeas. Like the most beautiful flower. Yeah, so 6 signatures, lots of tuck spots, lots of secret places to add. Here's a belly band, so all it takes is love, trust, and a little bit of fairy dust, because God forbid you were cheesy. I also included a few of my fancy paper clips in case the person I send it to wants to use it for something else, they could. I love this one. Sometimes that thing you're looking for comes when you're not looking at all. That would be the papers for the for the fairy journal. See? Gorgeous. And you don't have to make journal this thick for the swap. The rules are explained in the swap rules, and the rules are explained in the swap rules. Yes, Shiva very eloquently put. Anyway, I think it's just 2 signatures and a specified number of pages, but I just love making these so much that I made a chunky one again. Chunky journal, and another one of those Victorian fairy ladies. The duck spot. And then also the last one of the fairy ladies. I don't know. Oh, not the last one. This one's the last one, but this one's the same as here on the cover. But yeah, love the deep purple. I don't know. I think I prefer these more modest fairy ladies with gloves and tights to these more modern, half undressed ones, but maybe I'm just a prude. Anyway, could be. I mean, look at my nails. I tried to make them, you know, the mannequin look something elegant and classy, and I just think it looks like I'm 125 or death warmed over, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching and listening to me ramble on. We'll see you next time. Bye bye!